It looks
Here we
like
go.
It's time to begin our first match. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
I'm so excited.
Here we are, guys. So it's Surfchick going to be attacking first for GLHF, and we'll go ahead and take a look at her vision. There we go. So, of course, the attacker, as we mentioned before, does get that Insta-Gib laser rifle. So it's her goal to capture the point or eliminate the other team. That countdown timer you see at the top, that's time until you can capture the point. Then there's a separate countdown timer that happens after that, and that's the amount of time you have to physically get on the capture point and hold it for 2 seconds.
Right. So basically, you see it counting down. There's no reason to really rush to the point until it gets very close to that 0, because if you do rush the point and then the defenders happen to come in from behind you, you basically have nowhere to go. You're going to have to run away from the point, and then there might not be enough time to actually return after getting clear of the defenders. So it's a good idea to pace yourself going in. It looks like Surfchick is actually using a method I like to call the swoop, where you don't kill anybody, you just basically fall down onto the point and pray, and it didn't work out for Surfchick that time.
Yeah, that percentage is how much she actually captured of the point, so
right.
needed 100% to get it or eliminate the other team.
It takes about 1.5 to 2 seconds. I'm not exactly sure, but basically it's very quick, but if you get caught, if you get shot 3 times while you're capping it, you won't get that completion. So you see eLephant actually with 1 point up at the top of the map now, and that is the map scores. And again, it's first to 6 wins the map, but you have to win by 2. If any team reaches 10, they instantly win the map, and we move on to the next one. This is a best-of-5 series.
Oh.
Okay, so Scorcho
nice
landing
shot.
our first shot that we've seen so far with the railgun. And I've played with him a few times, so I know that his mid-range is actually really, really good with the laser. I'm surprised he even took that shot there. One big part of this game is actually conserving your railgun. You can see the recharge time in the bottom left corner, that little lightning bolt symbol. That's your recharge time on the Insta-Gib laser, so you do not want to waste too many shots. You can see time counting down now, and it's flashing red. That means he literally only has 6 seconds to get on that point and cap it or kill all.
He may get it, though. Wow!
Captures the player. Very nice dance around the pole at the end, and Scorcho makes it 2-0 already for eLephant.
That's very impressive, especially because the defenders had actually ticked off 2 of his 3 HP before he was really able to get anything done. So let's go ahead and see. It looks like it's going to be Killer Beauty now attacking for GLHF, and we'll see what she can do.
Yeah, and I do want to mention to our viewers right now, we are going to be giving away some Shootmania beta keys, probably going to be involving Twitter with that giveaway, so just listen up for instructions a little bit later on. Please do go on Twitter now, though, and grab some friends to come watch our first ever Shootmania broadcast. We'd really appreciate it. And right now, Killer Beauty is using a tactic that I see a lot. You run off to this left side, and it's kind of nice vantage point from here because you have basically 3 ways to leave this area. You've got that archway that you can see to the right, this way, the far left, and then you can run through the middle as well. So you can kind of keep them guessing until you first show yourself. Now you see the timer is counting down to 0, but it's flashing green. That means it's counting down to the point where you can actually cap. Now that it's flashing red, that means the round's going to be over if she doesn't get over there and start to cap that thing.
That's right. So now she's going to jump on the point.
Oh, wow.
Almost has it. 40%, 50%, and just at the edge, captured. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. eLephant has to feel bad about that. All 3 of them were looking directly at the point the whole time she was there. Oh, man. That's actually the worst way to lose a round is to have the player just rush the flag with all 3 defenders alive. But she did it.
Okay, so Peacewalk's on the attack now, and you'll notice that a lot of players don't like to jump directly into the tunnel. When you're actually down inside of the tunnel, you can't jump. You can speed up and accelerate very efficiently, but you can't jump, so it makes it a lot harder for someone who's using that Insta-Gib rifle, especially as the Nucleus has a big AoE. It's very easy to be taken out there, so Peacewalk's going to try and make his way up, playing a little bit more aggressive than other people that we've seen so far, and naturally, usually on evenly matched teams, defenders do have a slight advantage, so it almost gets into kind of a tennis sort of situation where you're almost like defending the serve if you want to think about it that way, but we'll see if Swags can get anything done.
Nice, I won't say lucky shot, obviously it was a prediction shot, but it does snag Swags before he's able to get in there, and oh man, just lined up perfectly, missing the rail there. I think he would have died anyway because the rockets were already in flight, and that can happen.
All right, so up now is Emily, as we mentioned before, one of the riders here at IPL. And as you guys have kind of seen, attackers and defenders, they switch sides each round. When you're the attacking team, you, of course, only get one person on attack, and that alternates through your team. You can actually select in the warm-up screen which member of your team you'd like to go first, because that can be strategic at times.
That she had a shot there, actually.
Oh, wow.
Dan is going to be furious about that. If I know him, he's not going to be happy with that. I believe the term is salty, to adapt from fighting games. Wow, that would have been a free shot too, but Emily was just caught off guard, having both of them so close to that choke point there. So even though Scorcho bit it early, his team still manages to grab the point there.
And so now we have Modgers attacking, and he's the he was the sub that was brought in for Team eLephant. So we'll see what he can do here. This is, of course, an all-NA only qualifier. This game is obviously very popular in Europe, and now we're trying to show people in the U.S. And North America how awesome this game is as well. So 12 teams competing. The top team, which will be determined by the end of this week, will be flown out to PAX to actually compete for $2,500 in cash prizes.
That's right, and at PAX they'll actually be playing all kinds of different game modes. The most money will be offered up for Elite, which is the mode we're seeing here, but there's also countless other modes. I don't know if you saw that in the video earlier that we rolled, it said 20+ game modes. In this game, you can actually just make any kind of game mode that you can think of. It's actually really, really awesome that way.
Nice shot from Emily.
Yeah, oh wow.
Second one as well, and usually in this game, trading 2 shots for a death yourself is well worth it.
So Hodgers down to only 1 armor.
Oh, wow.
The goal. Wow, I was really scared for him there with 2 defenders still standing. But, man, eLephant taking a 4-2 lead right now. Basically, the red team, GLHF, is going to need to land an attack phase, or things are going to get grim here in these last couple of rounds.
Okay, so we're now cycling back around. It is going to be Surf Chick once again. So we're going to see if she can start to bring things back for GLHF. Now, as we mentioned, as you guys can see on the score on our overlay, the top score is map score. The score next to their names, that's actually the overall round score. So it is a best of 5, so it'll be first to 3 rounds. We'll take the match and advance to the round of 8.
That's right. So best of 5, obviously, in that format. But again, it's just first to 6 points to actually win a map. And Surf Chick is actually a former Call of Duty pro. This I know because Mr. AJ Mazur, our League of Legends caster, informed me just briefly a few minutes ago. But, man, Surf Chick taking an interesting route here. She's probably going to try to do the swoop again. This is the same thing she did in the first round, if you'll remember. And it looks like I saw a rocket fly up there. They're already anticipating it. But no, doesn't land any rails. Oh, that's going to be so hard to actually get in there. 4 seconds left. 3. Okay, so something that happened there that we haven't explained yet. If a rocket doesn't exactly hit you square on and hits your feet, basically the game is like, okay, you're so agile that you dodge this rocket to the left or right or backwards or whatever. Basically, we call that a bounce. You can rocket bounce someone off of the point by shooting at their feet, and you have a pretty good chance of knocking them away from the point. You have to physically be standing on the metal grate by the point to start the capture going. So we have Dan, trying to do what Emily did earlier, not quite pulling that off.
And it is round point, so it's 5-2. If Scorcho's able to take this one, then he will secure the round victory and we'll move to the next map. But of course, you know, just one good defense round gets your team right back in this.
That's right, and risky.
Nice shot.
When an enemy is in that close, it's very easy to lead your shot when someone takes a jump pad because you're essentially just floating midair. And when your opponent has that instant laser, you definitely don't want to be floating in air for too long. And it looks like Dan Scorcho here might be able to actually take the round if he can land one more shot or cap this goal. It looks like it's going to be easy peasy, and the first map, Leap of Faith, will go to eLephant.
There we have it, guys. So that's round number 1, and very, very well done there by Team eLephant. So they go up to a 1-0 lead, and we're going to advance to the next map. We'll take a quick break, guys, and when we come back, we'll have round number 2 for you guys. So don't go anywhere.
All right, everyone, we're in the warm-up for the next round, which is actually supposed to be Crossroads, so let me just inform them. Please vote skip to Crossroads. All right, so we're going to go back to the camera here, which, of course, is this one. And Kevin, Naki, and Ron, that's not us. Hey, there we go. So I am Ask Joshi, obviously. I've been casting StarCraft for a long time here at IGN Pro League. Dark Rabbi, Ron Shikartzi.
Hey, guys.
He cast StarCraft as well a couple of times.
Yes, a few times I've filled in for HD and Pain User. I'm a video producer here at IPL, a huge Shootmania fan. So I'm going to jump in and cast some games. I'm actually also playing with the Team IPL here in a little bit against B2G. We'll see how that goes, but I'm excited for some Shootmania action. I'm glad to get back in the casting booth.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
This is going to be a lot of fun, and if you were watching the first game, we just kind of went over a lot of the general stuff in the game. It can be kind of confusing to all take in at once, but moving into map 2 now, the map is called Crossroads, and this one's got a little bit of an interesting thing here. Actually, we can just cut to the warm-up and show you a little bit what's going on here. So you can see from this vantage point, there are these pads in the middle of the map. Those are actually Instagib laser pads that the defending team can use to get one shot off very quickly against attackers. They get the laser, but they still only do 1 point of damage to that 3 armor of the attacker. You can set up there for nice defensive positions, send one person up on the pad to try and look through and shoot at the attacker, set up one person kind of behind the point, but once we get the match started, we'll be able to explain a little bit more. Yeah. Basically, there's a lot of starting routes I can control here, but we'll look at someone's vantage point here, maybe Killer Beauty running around. There are a couple of opportunities. Wow. 1, 2, 3. There are a couple of opportunities here to jump from this ledge that she's on now into the cap point, and it looks like they are ready to begin.
We are going live here.
All right, map number 2 for eLephant versus GLHF.
All right, and it looks like most teams defensively on this map will play one person on the rail to start and then a left and right gate spotter, so they really have a good idea of where the attacking player is coming from. It looks like Surf Chick is going to go for that short jump to get right up into the middle, and she's going to miss it, unfortunately.
Totally whiffed. Basically, okay, so here, this is what we call from the attacker standpoint, it's the right gate, but usually you talk from the defender standpoint. The attacker's not talking to anyone ever, so it's like you don't need to communicate where you're going ever. So basically, that's the left gate. Over here there's a gate to her left, but it's considered the right gate by defenders. And then you have someone post up either in the middle on that rail pad that we saw earlier, or in the very back, so that you can see kind of all the way across the map. So right now we have someone dancing around here. Is that P-Swags?
P-Swags with some very irritating juking and jiving
oh,
there.
Man,
oh,
the
she's going straight to the point.
is
She's
totally open.
Free cap here.
Wow,
oh,
I'm
no.
very surprised.
Absolute defensive
breakdown.
breakdown
my goodness.
from eLephant there.
What was eLephant doing? I can't believe Scorcho wasn't just screaming at them to get back to the point.
I don't know if P-Swags wasn't making the calls there or what, that she was moving into the point, but that was very sloppy from eLephant. 1-0 to GLHF going into round 2
switch on over to the attacker here. It's Scorcho this time around. So this guy pulled off some great rails in the first map. One is one of the only successful attackers, killing all 3 of GLHF, but we'll see if he's going to be able to repeat that performance.
Yeah, actually, Scorcho, a friend of mine, I'm not sure if you covered this before, but he won a CPL back in 2005 with Check 6 for Day of Defeat, which was a Half-Life mod that we all played competitively back in the day.
All right, so I'm getting told to update the map score. Let's hope I can actually figure this out. eLephant should be up 1-0.
All right, and here we got Dan is coming up short through the mid. Going to take a look at those rails. Is he going to make the shot? No, he's going to jump straight down into the cap. He's in a little bit of a dicey position here. He's getting sandwiched by the defenders. We've got one above him. Let's see. Is he just going to...
Nice.
Oh! Amazing shot.
He already hit one rail right at the beginning, so only one defender there to even try and slow him down. And it looks like Rudy is showing us his favorite shape in the world. He's a big fan of that shape. But anyway.
So to start this match, we're seeing some sloppy defense here. Players not really coordinating well and getting back to that point. We're getting a lot of free caps. Hopefully the level of play will pick up here shortly.
Really, yeah, 2 attacks successful to kick this map off. That is actually pretty rare. Sometimes you'll see a map with only 1 successful attack. Sometimes you just go back and forth defending until 10 points, 11 points. But for the purposes of this qualifier, we are going to just stop them at 10 so that we're not here all night and day. But Killer Beauty doesn't look to be too sure which way she wants to go now that she's actually discovered. They're going to have a very, very good vantage on her. They can shoot these prediction rockets on both sides of this little column that she's behind. and it's going to be hard for her to peek out. She's basically going to have to sprint out full speed and try to get to that cap now that the timer's getting down to 0. There's obviously someone already covering the spawn, though, and those. Wow, she actually successfully gets through. Oh, man. This is going to be rough going.
She's going to run out of time here. There's not enough time to even get the cap at this point.
Yeah, she's basically done. That's just a misstep falling into that tunnel, basically. No chance to be able to return. Yeah, if she had gone out the other way, she definitely would have been popped because there's only one entrance in there. So too bad for Killer Beauty. Looks like P-Swags is going to be the attacker this time around. Let's find him. There he is.
2-1 for eLephant going into round 3 here.
Yeah, map score 2-1, and they've already got the one map earlier, so they're looking to pull ahead here pretty quickly in this BO5. So a route that no one's taken yet is actually this cave on the right, which I'm kind of a fan of. Basically, you can get in there quickly, and by the time they realize you're in there, you can either have escaped already or doubled back and try and pull a fast one on him. There's a lot of options. P-Swags probably shouldn't head in there now just because they've already seen him. So we'll see which way he tries to get in here as time ticks down.
Very interesting defensive setup here from GLHF. I've never seen someone playing that gate to the left of our attacker here. Looks like he's going for the flank. P-Swags is in scramble mode right now. Missing the rail. He's going to run straight into the cap. Is he going to get it? Oh, no. 2 quick rockets. Looks like this is going to be a tough position, and that's round.
So the defense is successful there, and it was a little bit of unusual defensive positions, but it allowed, I believe it was Killer Beauty to get behind him, or was that Surf Chick? Either way, one of the defenders got behind him easily and was able to pop him as he went into the cap area. Yeah. I do want to note this water that we see Nyx Rose walking past is electrified. If you happen to step in it on accident, you will die and lose the round. That's just how it is. But Nyx Rose gets spotted from the defender over there behind the gate. She's going to have to double back.
GLHF knows they can't shoot through those gates yet.
Maybe it's just like a taunting shot, like quit looking at me. You're not sure if they know it yet. This team actually did just get beta keys on Friday, so I think they're doing pretty well. Actually, they got a couple of successful attacking rounds.
Definitely.
They didn't lose every round. I mean, that's probably what's going to happen to us.
Some very nice rockets and rails coming from Team GLHF here. It looks like we're going for a mad dash for the point. Is this going to work? Is this going to work for the 3rd time in this match?
If Nyx Rose has got,
is this going to work? This is going to work.
Oh my goodness!
Unbelievable.
What is eLephant doing? You never see 0 defenders in the cap point within 5 seconds of it being triggered. Like,
wow.
You need to have people in there just to get a free shot as they walk through the door.
Let's take a look at the attacking rounds really quick. We have 3 attacking rounds already been taken this game.
I have all defenders here. That's bad. How do I? There we go.
There you go.
All right, we found Hodgers, one of our Mojers. Sorry, that's.
Yeah, it's actually Matt Rogers is his.
Oh, okay. How do we know Matt Rogers? How did he get in on this?
He's a good friend of ours, and he plays with us from time to time here.
I see. So he's subbing in for
I'm actually not sure how good he is, so we're going to find out shortly.
Well, he's not great at defending. He's not great at hitting the 100-meter rail, but no one really is, so I can't blame him on that. This game does actually have basically diminishing returns on that laser.
Ooh.
It's really hard to hit after about 100 meters, so that mid-range is going to be your best bet. Oh, and Mojers here. Modgers not doing so hot. He's already been planked twice from pretty long distance, and it's going to be really difficult. The countdown's already started for the last 10 seconds. He did hit one rail, though. If he can manage to sneak past Killer Beauty here. Oh, his back is wide open. Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't move left or right. Jumping, a little bit of an amateur mistake, but, you know.
2 very nice prediction rockets from Killer Beauty, though, there to get the two armors down very early in that round. That's a very difficult position.
That's right. You never want to get hit from those longer range rockets because then it just leaves you so far behind once you actually get into striking distance of that cap. But it looks like Surf Chick is actually going to successfully hit that little shortcut. You can hop off that hill into the mid area. This is risky because if she doesn't get the kill and he does get a shot on her, that's going to put her so far behind at this stage. So, oh wow, he probably needs to figure something out quick. You don't want to duel against a laser at this range.
In this situation, what should be happening is the other teams on the other players on eLephant should be coming up behind her, but now she's wisely going to shoot back to the other side, give a little flank maneuver here, and try to come in from her left and see what she can get done on that side. Let's see if the defense has already rotated or she's going to run into some resistance here. Well, it looks like they actually have rotated back to the point, so this is going to be very tough to take here.
Oh.
With 3 defenders.
Oh, no. So that was just a tough situation all around. The fact that she had to double back there meant that she was, giving them plenty of time to return back to that cap point. But That's only the first time that they have actually returned to the cap point. They've been seeming to be a little lackadaisical on getting to defense in time. But we've got Scorcho again. This guy is a former pro with Check 6. We'll see what he's able to do here. He's got some of the better mid to long range rails that I've seen. So if someone does present themselves, he might be able to pick them off early. And
Dan actually has his 15 minutes of fame.
Whoa!
Amazing shot there. He was featured in a CS frag video where Method, Mike So, a famous CS player, jumped over his head and shot him while Dan was flashed, and Dan typed a sad face into chat, and that was Dan's moment of fame, was getting owned by Method in a frag video, other than his many accomplishments of winning tournaments. That was the one that stands out.
Oh man, he really needed, if he had picked that shot off, I believe he would have got the cap no problem, but now time's running out and he's probably going to be in good shape. If they had landed a bounce on him there, he might have actually just been doomed. But Dan pulls off the cap there. The score is 4-4, so
very close game here. Yeah.
GLHF actually pulling off a couple of attacking rounds is definitely keeping them in this one compared to the first one. And it looks like B-Toots has just connected to the game. I do have him on my friends list, so I'm not sure what the plan is, if they're able to sub in or get Mojers out of here or what's going to happen. But for this game at least, an attacking round is going to be very, very valuable if someone can manage to score an attack point at this tie game this close to 6 points. Because again, it's first to 6 wins, but you have to win by 2. So if they just inch up there, 5-4, 5-5, 6-5, they'll have to keep going until someone either hits 10 points or takes a 2-point advantage.
Oh
wow!
No.
So eLephant, this could be it. This could be it for map number 2 here. Let's see who's attacking. It is going to be P-Swags. So
it's actually very interesting, this game. The team that defends first is in a very, very strong position because the defensive rounds are very favored. Winning it more often than not at the highest level of competitive play of this game so far, what makes or breaks the matches is winning attacking rounds. That's what's the X factor, the difference in the teams. But in this match, it's been a little bit back and forth, all over the place, and we're going to have to wait and see if P-Swags can bring it home for eLephant here in Game 2.
Yeah, so far, so the way you read this this sort of scoreboard here, the attack is how many attack rounds you've actually won already to this point, and defense is how many rockets you've actually landed defensively against attackers. So, oh wow. So not getting the kill there is actually really terrible for Swags. That's going to be hard because he had a dead aim shot on her and didn't manage to get it before actually taking a point of damage himself.
Ooh, nice
that
shot.
Was better. He made up for it. So now he's equalized basically that loss that he took a little bit earlier. Another mid-range shot that you kind of need to land, and now he's only got 1 armor left. He's facing off against 2 people, but
can he get it?
Oh,
he
no.
can. That is game right there.
Oh.
P-Swags with the ring around the rosy is, I think, what we call that move.
That was the ring around the rosy, but man, that last round there. Did you see the rail that came in to his left? You could see when he was
still
in
on
the
the
cap
railgun. Yeah,
someone was still so far back, taking the chance that they might hit that long-range rail. But if they were in there just spamming rockets, you've got 4 rockets when you're fully charged. Have to believe that that last point of armor would have been taken out, or at least bounced him off the point long enough to get one. But oh well, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. This is a best-of-5 series, though, so we're actually going to move on to the 3rd map. It is going to be The Castle. And for this tournament, we're using the 3 stock maps published by Nadio Live because, not all these teams have had a lot of time with the game so far. It is still in beta. You can check it out at shootmania.com. If you pre-order, you can get 20% off. So it's only $16, and you can play all the way through beta into retail. And we are actually giving away a couple of beta keys if you just tweet at IGN Pro League and at Shootmania in your tweet. We will go through all the tweets after the cast today and choose a few winners. Not sure exactly how many we'll pick, but the more the merrier. So we've got a list of some keys that we'd be willing to part with if you want to enter for that. But while they're warming up for the 3rd match, let's go ahead and show a quick ad break. Go grab some friends to come watch with us, and we'll be back in just a moment.
By the way, is there a way to turn this up so I can hear you louder, or no? Is there a way to turn this up so I can hear you louder?
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the third map now. It is going to be NYX Rose attacking for GLHF. Let's make sure we get that score correct as well.
Yeah, it is currently 2-0 for Elephant in the best-of-5 series. This is the third map here in our IPL PAX Shootmania qualifiers. The winning team of this tournament is going to get their airfare and hotel taken care of for PAX in Seattle, August 31st to September 2nd. It's going to be a great event. There's going to be all sorts of tournaments and every game mode you could imagine. I'm really looking forward to it.
So, guys, please, this is interactive as well. So if you have any questions, tweet at us. I am at Kevin Naki. Josh is at AskJoshy. Ron here is at Dark Rabbi. So we will be more than happy to answer any questions you have about the game. So this is a brand new map as well. So we'll see. Oh, Swog's caught out in the open there, but managing to hit a rocket off to the side. Emily trying to make her way up to the front, going to assault the cap, misses the jump a little bit, and all the players are there waiting for her.
Ooh.
That was a little bit rough, but looks like there we have it. Why did it start with a...
Did they start the game when it was already...
They must have. All right. Okay, so sorry about this, guys. Looks like for some reason the map score was already 3-0. We're going to...
Unless they played those rounds very quickly.
No. Okay, so we'll make sure we get it. It is actually just 1-0 right now in favor of Elephant. So sorry about that, but things should be going now. Swog's making his way up to the front. He's already off. Usually you address locations from the perspective of the defender when you're giving call-outs as a team. So he's coming up the left-hand side now, and we'll see. Oh, wow, 3 players there.
No.
1-2 shot. Swog's taking a lot of damage.
This is a very tough spot with 1 hit left and 3 defenders alive.
Boom. And Surfchick picking up all 3 of those points there.
Very nice defensive round there.
So it is actually 1-1 now, tied between GLHF and Elephant. I'll see if there's anything I can do on my end to help with the... No, doesn't look like I can at the moment, so we'll just keep following the action as best we can.
Killer Beauty here on attack for Team GLHF. She's going up the cage, the top cage area. There's not really any set names for these areas yet. As the game matures and the community develops, names will come up for all of these different areas, and we can discuss them in more detail. But for now, we're going to call it the upper cage area, where Killer Beauty is trying to make a pick on the top player from Elephant there. It looks like it's Scorcho. Is she going to be able to get it?
Yeah, missed 2 shots already, but that is a very long rail. That's quite the skill shot there. So Killer Beauty coming up around the side, but it looks like she was picked up on. Scorcho already getting in position. Not sure who's playing forward right now for Elephant. Haven't seen anyone else peek their heads out quite yet. There's Swogs down on the low ground. And, one shot already from Swogs. That rail does take a long time to regenerate. Looks like Killer Beauty tried to jump up. Not going to be enough. And currently 2-1 now for Elephant.
Pretty good defensive round there. She tried the rush approach there, which I've actually seen before. That will throw certain people off when you just run straight at them. But in this case, Elephant was able to keep their composure and finish the round out.
All right, so let's see. It is Modger's on attack now, and he's going to head up towards that cage as well. We'll see if Team GLHF picks up on it. You can ping the map, as we just saw there, that little X. Very useful in visually letting your team know where opponents are at. Okay, so Rose. Oh, a 99-meter hit there. Well done.
Very nice flick shot from Modgers there as he pushes up to the point. 2 defenders left for Team GLHF. Let's see if he's able to make something happen here with a quick pick.
Let's see. He's looking up at the top there. He's got a little bit of time. So even though this first countdown seems like it's getting close, it only takes a second or two to hit. Oh, a little bit high there, unfortunately, on Killer Beauty,
wow.
but follows it right back with a nice hit.
Now he's just going to go ahead and cap. Oh, nice rockets.
Oh.
Good try from Surf Chick to try to keep him off the point there, but unfortunately, that's going to be the round, and I believe it is now 3-1 for eLephant.
Correct. So more likely what had happened was this was the first map that they had loaded up on. There were some practice games played. They cycled through the maps and came back to this one, and it already had loaded up a 2-0 score. So that's pretty much what had happened. But all right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look now as a Surf Chick
attacking here.
Yeah, making her way up right down through the middle. This is an awfully exposed point, but there is a lot of room for maneuverability here, so you don't get caught in really small corridors with those rockets.
And for those of you wondering what this game is, this is Shootmania. This is the new first-person shooter in beta from Ubisoft and French developers Natio that is currently in beta. It's we're giving away beta keys on Twitter. If you follow IGN Pro League, keep your eye out for those giveaways. This is the new shooter, and I believe it's going to be a very serious esport in North America. Oh, there's the quick round there for eLephant, taking out Surf Chick.
Picked off. So it is only 4-1 right now, so we're going to go ahead and let's see here. It looks like they're actually saying GG, so I think
maybe we missed the first few rounds. I think that must be what is going on here.
We were loaded up initially, so it looks like they're going to call GG, though, and it looks like eLephant is going to take the set. So we'll confirm with them afterwards just to make sure that things are okay. But, yeah, so that is going to be our first round in the books. And now we kind of have a special treat, I suppose, for you guys because
you can call it that.